Dans 6 mois, moi sous la mer, rien pas ça fait moi. Ah, ils envoyaient les loyaux pour moi, m'engager. Oh, m'engager. Oh.
Hello again, and welcome to No True Peace, Scenes from the Before Haiti Project. Thank you for joining us for episode 2. In episode 1, you were introduced to the Big Whites and the gens de couleur, known in English as the Free People of Color. The wealthiest of these individuals were generally not born into slavery, but they were of at least part African descent. You were also introduced to a class called the affranchis, or freed men and women. These individuals were born into slavery, and they were of African descent, but they had achieved their own freedom in their own lifetime by working within the brutal slave system that existed within the French colony of Saint-Domingue. Remember? Good. Today we will look at 2 scenes from the Before Haiti Project. The first will showcase how 2 individuals from differing class groups might have interacted, and the second will introduce a new but very important group, the enslaved. Remember Geneviève, the woman who really wanted a house from episode 1? She's back. And this time she is working for a character from episode 1, Julien Raymond, the indigo planter. Julien has given Geneviève a very difficult mission. She must go to his mother, Marie, and convince her to break off her relationship with her new boyfriend, a white man named Launay. You see, Launay has been making racist threats against Julien's brother, Guillaume, and he has had enough of it. If only Marie would listen to reason. Cassandra Mentor plays Geneviève, and Alexandria Mormon plays Marie in the following scene, taking place on a warm afternoon in Marie's bedchamber.
Ah, ils envoyaient les loyaux pour moi m'engager. Oh.
So, Miss Geneviève, so-called, I see that this manumission document was notarized in Quadrebuquet. That is very far from Macau. Very far indeed. Have you traveled all this way for the purpose of interrupting my afternoon repose?
No, madame.
Though seeing as this is the normal hour of my afternoon repose, is there something so immense to which you simply must share it at this exact moment? Something so vital as to warrant the postponement of my needed rest?
Yes, madame. I believe your son is in danger.
Terrible news. Thank you for bringing it, though I do not receive it enthusiastically. I have several sons, Pierre or Julien. Please not Julien.
Guillaume.
I could have told you. He's not right, that child. What has he done now?
Honestly, madame, I am not quite sure myself. He's absolutely terrified and not making sense. Perhaps you could enlighten me?
You come here to tell me that my son is in danger and then ask me to explain what the danger is?
I want to help him.
How bizarre. I'm not entirely sure that I possess the stamina for this bizarre interaction. I am 65 years old, you know.
Really? Well, you don't look a day over 45.
Oh, you flatter me like a slave would. But no, you're not one. No slave speaks French so aptly, and no slave would dare traipse such filthy shoes across my clean floor.
Oh, madame, I apologize.
Think nothing of it. Hestia will clean it up after I'm done with you.
After?
Hestia! Hestia! Bring the rug! rum. I like to enjoy a little rum around my afternoon repose. You'll have some. Don't insult me.
Yes, madame. Certainly.
Think nothing of it. Why are you here? Don't lie. It can't be because you want to help my son.
I do want to help him. I think someone's done something to him, something awful.
You don't know him. There is nothing that anyone could do that would equal the torment to which he subjects himself. Now, that's enough of that now. You'll need to be honest from now on. Where did you learn to speak French so beautifully?
From my previous employer.
He paid for the tutoring.
Not exactly.
Uh-huh. So then you held his heart then? For a time at least? A powerful man? With worldly interests? Incroyable?
A French nobleman.
My dear girl, I'm impressed. I shall endeavor to keep you as far as possible from any man that belongs to me. Well, no sense in dwelling on it now that you're in a camp. This is where the colony ends.
I don't miss it, really, my life. Working there is no better or worse than working anywhere, I think. What I do miss is the feeling of excitement, being so close to power.
Yes, go on.
I'm embarrassed. We just met. I'm nothing compared to you.
Is that how you truly feel?
Does it matter how I feel?
Miss Geneviève, it matters a great deal. You are a free woman of color in Saint-Domingue, and you wish to compare yourself to me? Fine. Here are the facts. Both of your parents are blacks, whereas my father was white. You own no property, whereas I own several thriving indigo plantations. You are an unmarried woman, whereas I am a planter's widow. You are in every way my inferior. And yet, if you choose to believe so, you are doomed.
This is not what I expected from this conversation. Also, this rum is good.
Yes, it is good. Oh, my son Julian won't touch it. He's too afraid of what the whites think of him. But I don't believe you are finished. Please, go on.
I want nice things. I want to wear nice clothes. I want conversation with interesting people.
Powerful people?
Not necessarily, but yes, powerful people.
Some of them are incredible bores.
I suspect I've been lucky in that regard. It's quite simple, I think. I want what you have. I want a nice house built of squared timber with mahogany shingles. I want people to work for me. I want a husband, status, and an afternoon repose.
That's flattering. It's not incredibly likely for someone low-born, such as yourself. But stranger things have happened on this muggy, tree-laden rock.
I fear I may have squandered my best opportunity.
What? Your nobleman? Oh, no. It's best you forgot about that immediately. That was never going to amount to something. Despite what the French say about Saint-Domingue, this isn't some kind of fairy tale island. No, no, no. What you're searching for is easily found. First, get yourself a white.
I had one.
No, my dear, you never really had him. And besides, that's not even what I mean. I'm talking about a regular, standard white. Really, any white will do. And if he has money, take it from him immediately. Otherwise, he will surely waste it. And if not, there are still other available options if you are resourceful.
I don't follow.
What is my family name?
Raymond?
Correct. My late husband's name. He died a rich man. There is not a soul in Accra that does not know the name Pierre Raymond.
I'm sorry for your loss.
He was illiterate. Couldn't write his own name. But my father, Francois Vegas, now, he was something special. When he came down here, it was all buccaneers, Indians, Maroons, a chaotic wilderness. He wasn't afraid. He became a planter, one of the very first habitants in this part of the colony. He settled the area, and he knew in his heart that it was his, that God had chosen him for greatness. He built a respectable fortune and managed to raise us at the same time, with my mother, of course. You remind me of her somewhat. Capturing the heart of a white is not easily done. One day, when I came of age, a field slave brought an unconscious Frenchman into the house. I thought my father would strike him because field slaves are not allowed in the house under any circumstances. But he stayed his hand. The Frenchman looked a wretch. Who knows how long he was at sea? It's not easy getting here. You know. Slung over the slave's shoulder, flesh yellow as sin, his tongue hanging out a ripe obscenity. I can still remember my horror. Then my father says, "Will he suffice?" I didn't know what to do right away. I didn't think I couldn't think. Then I heard myself reply, "Yes, Papa, he will." It's not like my father to ask for consent. And this floundering, sodden creature was technically a white like my father. I thought that he would die of fever. He didn't. We were married later that year in the church. He was one lucky son of a bitch. Pierre Raymond.
Do you miss him?
He was very loving, and he gave me 8 children, most of whom I adore. Early in our marriage, there was a horrible drought, and he moved our family from our native parish, Benet, to Acan. I remember crying for days and days. But now, I couldn't imagine living anywhere else. Though he was a stubborn fool, whenever I think of him, my thoughts are always warm.
Julian thinks warmly of him too.
Come again?
Oh, I only meant to convey my belief that Julian must share your warm feelings towards Pierre.
As any son would his father.
Certainly.
Anyhow, Pierre Raymond is dead. He's been dead for 2 years. If I can accept it, surely a big boy like Julian can. I'm sleepy now. You may go.
Forgive me, madame. Have I said something wrong?
So innocent. I want to know that I can trust you.
Tell me how I can earn your trust.
I know why you are here. I know my son Julian sent you here. My sons are threatened by my actions of coupling with someone new. And they're too scared to confront me about it. So they've sent you.
They told me you lost your mind.
It would seem that way from their point of view. If you've come here to shame me or manipulate me in any way, know this. I do not care. I've made my decisions, and I will live with them, as will anyone else who resides and works on any Raymond plantation. Do we understand that part at least?
I'm happy to have come here today, madame, to have sat with you.
I hate to be alone. It doesn't suit me. 2 long years alone. You want to know why? Why would I take up with this new man at my age? You're disgusting. You and my prying, needy brats.
I do not begrudge you your peace, madam. You seek validation and respect? You have mine.
Find your wife, Geneviève.
Geneviève still has her work cut out for her, clearly, but some of the information that she's learned may prove useful in the future. We will stick with Geneviève for the final scene of today, and we will introduce a new character, François Dominique. When we first meet him, François Dominique is hiding at the back of the plantation by the vats of water where the indigo is processed in the dark. He is injured from a confrontation with Lene, Marie's racist lover, but he's not hiding from Lene. He is hiding from his master, Julian. You see, François Dominique is a vaudouisant, a practitioner of vaudou, and his religion, though it aided him in rescuing Guillaume and fighting off the white attacker, it's still forbidden to practice vaudou on the plantation. So Julian must come and punish him for it, for that is what the system demands. Ajax Dontavius plays François Dominique, who has a bit of a bone to pick with his scene partner, Geneviève.
Papa loco, où c'est vent, où c'est l'aller, nous c'est papillon, la beauté nouvelle bayagoué.
It stinks back here.
What are you talking about?
Are you hiding?
Some damn pas qu'à faire rien qui bien pour. François Dominique does not hide.
Ça ou te fait un t'es brave. Hippolyte te dit mou t'a protégé Guillaume contre l'honneur. Est-ce que c'est vrai? Ah, ok. Kounya ou trop bon pour parler avec moi. Ok, me comprendre.
Peut-être parce que m'attendais oh. Oh.
Qui ça va pas ton moi dire?
M'pas connais non. Faut me faire plus attention. Dernière fois m'attendais oh, c'était un piège.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Ou te dit, chercher un monde pour habiller mettre Guillaume. Ou bien faire le pourquoi, m'doit aller. Et puis c'est ça me fait. Les mois aller mettre Guillaume, là pour habiller, j'en te dit me fait. Et puis ensuite, j'ai un blanc qui poignarde.
M'pas te connaît. Ok? Comment t'as fait
Et
connaître?
mettre Julien, depuis ou vini, il voit un boy ici pour travailler dans tant qu'à boss sale ça yo. C'est un cocher moyen, oui. Il pas jamais fait ça.
Si te gen ba m'te ka fait.
Dès qu'on touche bon l'argent de temps en temps pour régler quelques bagages importants. Ah, dès qu'on bon petit temps pour faire petit jardin, pour le vent vivre meilleur, on dimanche pendant l'église. Quand quelqu'un aime cacher liberté moins, avec ça me c'est, ça on dit. Pas j'en connais non. Je n'ai pas de pas ta refuser. Si c'est ça vraiment me te vle. Kounya, tout vivre meilleur mourir.
Ça pas juste.
Et puis c'est ça lié vrai. Ça c'est parce que me paye un paquet de sang. Peut-être c'est non, et vous mourir. Peut-être moi mourir. Après tout, janvier va parler créole. Peut-être c'est rêver m'a rêvé.
Qui ça que t'est passé là?
Très simple. Bat go blanc mal affecté ça avec maille et force en 7 moyens. Pendant un moment, on pas jambe. Oh, on ba émissi avec mon balai Guillaume non. Mon gourmet puis balai à casser. Couper un point moins. Pas te sentir non. C'est celle moi plaisir ak Perez là nan gel que me comprend blessé.
Li vin pour le poignarder yon nèg noir, mais le poignarder mauvais nèg là.
C'est ça le fait même oui. Il te choisi mauvais monde pour l'attaquer. On n'est pas de connaître ça. Mais on te quitté yon là rentré sous moi.
Li fait gros erreur là l'attaque yon loi.
Malé pour lui, il pas de connaître ça. On t'a fait connaître. Faut se yon pas quand même loi.
Jusqu'à ce vous voulez dire jusqu'à ce qu'il croise avec yon.
Ça même oui. Aïe. Sans tout côté. Yon là pour une tête moi. Pour encore tol comme. Mais il est fort. Très fort. Pas de sentir douleur. Commencer à jouer. Bayam pas qu'on fait. Ou qu'on aime. Couteau a blessé dans mon bois. S'envoler. Couler dans j'aime. Petit tac s'envoler dans fille l'on est oui. Passer pour combien de temps qu'à cette juste un petit moment. Et après, il couille aller.
Et Guillaume,
Pas connaît, non? Il disparaît tout. Pas ouais qui bon.
which loi was it?
Which loi was it? C'était au goût fait aïe. Loi la gay.
Ou pas semblé à ko gouffé là.
Ça pas comme ça marche.
Pousse d'aller, nous c'est papillon, la beauté nouvelle, bayagoué, et tout ça qui dit bien, j'aime la yé. Et tout ça qui dit malo, j'aime la papa loco. Où c'est vrai, pour s'en aller. Nous c'est papillon, la beauté, nouvelle bayagoué. Papa loco, où c'est vent, où s'en aller, nous c'est papillon, la beauté, nouvelle bayagoué. Papa loco, où c'est vent, où s'en aller, nous c'est papillon, la beauté, nouvelle bayagoué, et tout ça qui dit bien. Et tout ça qui dit malo, papa loco, où c'est vrai, où s'en aller, nous c'est papillon, la beauté, nous